What's up, everybody? This is Edman, and today I'm bringing my review for Samurai Flamenco episode 5. In this episode, we find out that Hazuma can't fight anymore because Hazuma got a new job, and he is going to be acting for a TV show. And while he's on his TV show set, we see that he doesn't want to leave. Like, he keeps trying to do his own stunts, and he's trying to prolong the process. And it went to like this point where they had to end the acting session because it was raining. And he was like, no, let's just keep filming. He said, no, we'll just end it for today. For some reason, he didn't want to stop acting. I guess it's because he didn't want to go back to crime fighting. So Flamingo Girl has a bounty on her that's twice as much as Flamenco Girl has twice as much bounty as Samurai Flamenco. She has 2 million, and so that was kind of shocking to him that she got more than he has. But that's only because she's destroying everyone that they encounter. He's not really fighting off the enemy, even though he can because he had training. And we found out in this episode when Goto tried to hit him, he just blocked it easily. But at first he was unable to block punches and anything. He got beat up by high school kids or middle school kids. He got beat up by middle school kids, and he couldn't fight back. But now he's fighting back. So Flamenco Girl, she's better. She's way better than him, way better. So we see that she has a higher bounty on her head than he does. So she's beating up everyone in this episode. Everyone she encounters, with him, without him. She slipped up in one moment because he wasn't there because of his Samurai Flamenco wasn't there because of his acting. And Flamenco Girl, she at first she thought he was there, but she forgot, and she got hit by this guy that walks around with 2 crates in his hand, and he punched her and stuff. And so she got a little slip up, but she was okay. Her fighting style is better than him. She did mention to him that she's been training, she's been hitting the gym, she's been lifting weights and stuff like that. So she's pretty awesome. We also found out that Hazuma, aka Samurai Flamenco, he lost his parents at a young age. I believe that's what his grandfather said to him in a note. And we also see that his grandfather left a helmet for him, and his grandfather told him that the Samurai Flamenco was a made-up story and that he wasn't real. And he gave him all these books and letters and newspapers and like pictures of Samurai Flamenco. I guess his dad like made it up or something. His grandfather made it up. So we also learned that. And Flamenco Girl, she's also a singer. So we see that she's been MIA lately, and her 2 friends are like, yo, where have you been? We haven't seen you in a long time. How come you haven't been recording? I hope you've been recording songs. She just gave a iPod to one of them and said, yeah, I recorded like about 70 songs. She had about 70 songs in an iPod that she recorded already. And so her friends are getting worried because the more and more she's like on key, she's on point, she's doing her songs, knocking them out the park, writing hits and whatever. The more and more she's like being perfect, the more her friends are kind of a little shaky about the situation. They're like, why is she so happy? Why is she making all these great songs and all this extra stuff? She hasn't been acting like this before. So that was a little bit weird. And then we see Samurai Flamenco came back at the end of the episode. He came back, fought with Flamenco Girl. They double teamed at the end of the episode. We also see that yeah, he left her. He said, I can't be your sidekick anymore. I can't be your flunky. And she said, alright, I guess we're going solo. We're not going to team up at all. She said, we're just going to ride by ourselves, because even if we're in a group, we're going to end up being enemies. So let's just part ways here. So Flamenco Girl left, and Samurai Flamenco is on his own now, and he's going to try to fight villains on his own, because Flamenco Girl said our definition of justice is completely different. So she has a certain way that she wants to handle villains, and he has a certain way that he wants to handle villains. So they part ways at the end of this episode, and they're riding solo. And last but not least, Goto's having problems with his girl, In this episode, we see that every time he calls up his girl and say, "Yo, let's go out to eat," or I have my day off. Let's go this place, that place. She says she can't go. She says he's been boring lately, and that he's no fun. So he's having problems with his girl, and we know since the first episode he's been talking about his girl and the umbrella and everything. So right now he's having problems with his girl, and we don't know where that's gonna lead. And we also see that he's gotta do his police job. He said, if I'm a cop and I'm on a case and I find you, I'm gonna arrest you. So Goto's not gonna help out Hazuma at all. So he has to ride out on his own. So there's not much teamwork in this episode. We find out that everyone's riding solo and they're gonna do their job. That's basically what we find out. So yeah, that's Edman. This was a great episode, you know, great animation. And please like, subscribe for more videos. I'm out.